What's up, guys? How's it going? It's Adam, and I'm back to show you guys my backyard food plot for deer and turkeys. So this is the food plot as it is right now, and it was one of those 5-in-1 bags you buy from like Tractor Supply for 20 bucks or whatever. And you can see it's towards the end of its life. It's got something, I don't know what this is, popping up. Look at that. They've been eating this stuff. And the other thing I noticed, there's like, it gets dry and dies, and then they come nibble on it. Like they've been eating on this one. I actually ate some of it, and it tastes like cereal grains. It's actually wasn't bad to taste. But I'm gonna get another bag, and now that it's October, it's about, what's today? Today's the 15th. It's mid-October. So I'm gonna grow some more. I'm gonna put some more seed down and see what grows here and this white area here, to see if I can continue with the food plot. It seemed to work really good. Now I do have a feeder up. It's set to go off in the morning and the evening. They kind of nibble on it, but they don't stay there. They just kind of smell it and they nibble it and then they walk on. So here's our ladder stand. So I got a double stand so I can sit up there with my kids. And I got this camo stuff to keep us hidden. And I found some zip ties. So I'm gonna be zip tying this camo up here to kind of shield our movements. So come help me do this. One thing is, like, a factor is how much time it takes to do all this stuff. So like you see all this people on social media going hunting and killing deer and harvesting animals. One thing you don't really realize from their videos is how much time and energy they've put into getting to that point where they can even shoot a deer. You know, it's a lot of work, and it's expensive. Don't think, oh, you shot a deer, that's no big deal. 35-cent bullet. It's a lot more than that for us. We don't buy beef in our family, at our house. We don't buy beef. Very seldom, if ever. So a lot of the meat we do get is from venison, is from the deer we harvest. And we don't just shoot any deer either. We make sure it's a healthy deer within the rules. So I'm gonna put you guys right here for a second. Anyhow, so we rely on harvesting deer for meat. I mean, we don't have to, but that's what we do. It's our choice. It's my choice, and I think it's more than just getting meat. It's teaching my kids kind of respect for nature and following the rules when you're on someone's property, all that kind of stuff. You know, respecting nature, observing nature, listening to nature, and learning what's appropriate and what's not. You know, all that stuff is kind of like secondary to going hunting. The reality is it's not actually secondary to hunting. It's why we go hunting. It's part of the whole reason we go and we do that. It has to do with learning all that stuff, and the way you learn it is to just go and have that positive influence. So I'm looking around. There's my pile of dirt from when I dug out my pool. There's the trail that they come in over there, and they come in from the woods from our neighbors, which is basically a tree farm, and they walk through the woods. There's some rubs and scrapes in there. I don't want to go in there. And then they walk along, they'll stop at that feeder, and then they'll walk on that way. They'll either go off into the woods that way or they walk in our yard. But it's pretty well traveled by deer and coyote and raccoon and possums and big deer and little deer. This year we've had all kinds of visitors show up. It's pretty wild. That's kind of what prompted me to get this buddy stand, because my daughter is now 7 and she's into it. Like she can come sit here with me, and I'm putting this camo up so her wiggles aren't as noticeable, and it's not as big a deal if she can wiggle around. And it's really hard for little kids to hold still. It's hard for me to hold still, if you haven't noticed. So this will help shield our movements so we don't get busted if we're watching deer. Anyway, I got these zip ties here. Okay, there's a little zip tie. I'm gonna zip tie it up around the stand. Oh, how much do I need? I got a lot of it actually. This goes all the way around. All the way around this way. Okay, look, I got fans. Hey, baby. What do you say, dude? What's up, girls? What's up, my homies? You think I got snacks here? Yeah. Once they learn I don't have snacks, they're gone. We have no use for you if you don't have snacks for us. That's pretty much how they are. Anyhow, like I was saying, I got the camo netting around the stand, and I got it up in the tree up there. See it? I don't know. I think it'll work. It's just, again, it's just to kind of eliminate some of that motion that they'll see. The other thing I did was I have a berry block. It's made of dehydrated berries, and the squirrels and everybody comes. Oh, look at this. That's cool. That's like an empty, hollow snail shell. That's wild. I've never seen that. Well, I mean, I have, but I just happened to find one. That's pretty awesome. But I have a berry block that's dehydrated berries, and I have a feeder that, look at this. Squirrels got into it and chewed a hole. And then my camera, my secret camera, is over here on the tree. Right there. And it's taking a picture out in those trees of whatever's walking through there. And we have a lot of stuff walking through there. Here's a couple clips of just last night. And you can see I have all kinds of cool critters going through there. Deer of all kinds, bucks, possums, raccoons. I got some squirrels. And last night I think I caught a coyote chasing deer on camera, because the deer went by and not 30 seconds later the coyotes came by hot on our trail. That was awesome. I've never had that before, and that was just literally last night. Look at all these deer tracks. Fresh deer tracks right there, right there, right there. There's a big old hoof right there. Conk. Pretty cool. I hear a blue jay. Hear a blue jay? I got a lot of blue jays here. All right, so that's the tour of my backyard, and literally you can see there's my house, there's my stand. It's probably not even 100 yards from the back of my house. And where we live, I don't know if you can see through that light area, there's a farm. And you know, we're in a rural area, so there's a lot of deer. But we don't really have neighbors behind us. That's just woods. And then neighbors that way is woods. So we have the opportunity to get some critters running through here. Here, I'll show you the farm. There's my chickens. That's their coop, which is just basically an auto canopy shade with some fabric wire over it. And then I built the plywood coop. It has an automatic door that goes up and down. So when it senses the daylight going away, it closes. It's actually pretty cool. They all know when it's getting time, they run in the house and then the door closes. It's awesome. We did not train them. They did that automatically on their own. Here's the farm. There's a 6-stage pivot, irrigation pivot out here, irrigating crops. And it runs all the time. Well, not all the time, it runs a lot. So all these deer are coming from those woods out there, and they run along the side of the field. They run along the side of the field right here, and then they hop the road. They run through this lot. There goes my neighbors. And then they tiptoe through these woods to get to our feeder. All right, guys, that does it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't, please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. Tell me what you want to see next, or what you want to see more of, because I'm interested as you are. Thanks again. See ya. We're out.